Hi, everybody. So today my psyche says resentments. I want to talk about an experience I had. I was talking to my sponsor. He's a really awesome guy. Generally, females have female sponsors, but this guy stepped up for me, and he's very smart, and I respect him so much. And I'm grateful that he stepped up for me. He has like 37 years sobriety, which is amazing. So he gave me an assignment working on my resentments. He gave me an assignment and he said, this person that you resent, I want you to say the resentment prayer for them for 2 weeks. He also gave me page 544 in the big book, Freedom from Bondage, to read that chapter, and I did, and the resentment prayer is at the end of that chapter. So I had one person on my resentment list that I was doing this resentment prayer for. You're supposed to do it like every day for 2 weeks, and it's basically like, okay, God, I resent this person. I want blessings to come to them. I want them to have prosperity. I want them to have wealth, health, blah, blah, blah. I want for them for what I want for myself, basically. So I'm doing this resentment prayer, and then poof, epiphany. A new resentment came in, something I had not even crossed before. And it came in and it hit me like a ton of bricks. I have my biggest resentment against myself. Boom. I resent myself for the thoughts that I've had that I'm not good enough, for the thoughts that I've had that I'm not doing enough, for the way I handled things in the past with different relationships, resentments that other people might have towards me, I resent myself for. And this big epiphany hit me, and it was like, my biggest resentment is me. I'm praying for me. And it scared the fuck out of me. Because all of a sudden I realized how much I look in the mirror and resent myself and don't forgive myself and am hard on myself, and I am my own worst critic and judge. And I allow myself little compassion. So this fear hit me, and I cried and cried and cried and cried. And then I went and got in the bathtub, and I just laid there in the water and like submerged myself and cried and forgave myself and realized I'm doing the best I can. I don't have to be resentful towards myself. And I got out of that bathtub with new eyes, and I looked in the mirror and I saw myself in a different light. And I realized that resentment prayer I was saying was for myself all along. Powerful. And as I told this to my sponsor, he laughed and he's like, now you're starting to pull your head out of your ass. And then I read that chapter he wanted me to read, Freedom from Bondage too. And the thing is, when I recognize my resentments and I forgive myself, I can love myself in a new way, in a new level, in a new light, in a new appreciation, with compassion and empathy and forgiveness and non-judgment. And I can process all of that negative shadow of resentment that I've held on to for years about me not being enough or other people not thinking I'm enough. And now when I looked in the mirror, I saw sparkle. I saw me differently. It was so powerful, but mostly now I know why it's in the chapter Freedom from Bondage, because I removed the chains that bind myself in shame and resentment. It was so powerful, like, wow. So I'm doing the steps and I'm learning. And the thing is, I have to totally devour and conquer the AA and the NA path and program, because if I want to help other people with their addictions and how to heal, I better devour that program myself. I love you, everyone. Have a great day.